Welcome everybody. Today's adventure we're going to be exploring the Museum of Flight here at the Langley Regional Airport, Langley, BC. It's a little bit of a rainy day. That's okay. So let's go inside and let's see what we can see. Some old aircraft. Stepping out here into the exterior part of the museum. There's a handful of aircraft out here that we're going to be taking a look at. So let's get down there and let's see what we can see. Our first plane of the day today is the CT-114 Tudor. This is one of the snowbird planes from the famous flying crew of the snowbirds. Here's some information about it if you wanted to pause the video to have a little read of the information. Here's a view into the cockpit of the snowbird plane. Hard to see with all the raindrops. This particular plane undercover is the de Havilland DH-100 Vampire Mk3 single-seater aircraft with that dual tail design on the back end there. This brings us now to a Beechcraft Expediter. This impressive fighter jet is a Lockheed 104D Starfighter, two-seater. Surprisingly small wings on this fighter jet. This particular plane is a Handley Page Hampton, originally built in 1936, went into service in 1938. Approximately 1,400 of these planes were ever built. Plane starting up behind me here to take off and taxi away. Here we have the Avro CF-100 Canuck. This particular plane became available to fly in 1954. Let's take a look at the cockpit. As you can see, 2 seats. Ejector seat handle on the top of the seat. Not a lot of room for extra baggage in this plane. Here we have a Sikorsky S-55 helicopter. This particular one was used by the Royal Canadian Air Force. As I step back into the rain here, to give you some idea of the size of this particular helicopter. Let's go see what else we can find. Gonna make my way into the hangar now and see what some of the museum pieces are on the inside. We have some old pilot and flight attendant uniforms here. As far as I know, most of the planes that are in the hangar are fully functioning and able to be just started up and flown. For example, this Jacobs L6MB, I know that I've seen flying around Langley before. In addition to the Snowbird plane outside, we also have some Snowbird uniforms here from 1973. And a bunch of die-cast models. Here you can see some of the interior framework on a plane before the outer skin is attached, showing how strong it is, yet keeping it lightweight. Here we have die-cast models of military bombers from all around the world. So while the Canadian Museum of Flight here in Langley, BC is definitely not the largest airplane museum I've ever been to. For example, I've been to the Naval Air, the Air Force Base in Pensacola, Florida, where the Blue Angels are stationed. That museum is very impressive. I've also been to the Kitty Hawk First Powered Flight Museum in North Carolina. I highly recommend that if you're ever in the area as well. That's going to do it for today. Thanks for spending 5 minutes with me, and I will see you in the next video.